Hi, my name is Sarshrest, and this video is about our school project. Uh, so the name of our project is School Management System, and it is presented to you by our group Quartz. So in this group we have three people: me, Sarshrest, Akash Chaudhary, Ufi Hangwalimur, and let's start with the introduction of the project. So, school management system. A school management system is an information system to manage all the school's related data and help to keep track of the activities. So, in context of our project basically does is manage all the datas like attendance, student information, result, and a routine. So let's begin with design here. So let's run our code and I'll show you how our project works. So this is the login page of our project, and as you can see we've added a small picture and a logo of our project, and there are two entry boxes and two buttons. One will lead you inside our project and another will lead you to a registration page. So let's try this. So as you can see we do not have a registered ID or account, so we're going to register it first. So now after registering we can now enter our program. And the design I will also show you about the features of our project. So this is the home page of our school management system. So I'll go to the first section and I'll show you. This is the profile management section, and in this table we can view the existing data. We can add another data and we can update the existing data in this section. I'll come back to it later, but for right now I'll show you all the features available in our project. This is the attendance section. Here you can add roll number and status of a student. You can delete the status, and we have not added a update feature in this one, so it doesn't have any updating or editing system. So in this part it's about routine. It's the same as all those systems here. We can add subject name, we can time and the day of the subject. You can also update it. A small box appears with the name of the subject, the time and the day. You can delete or display in this part. And here is the result section. You can add the student's name and the total marks in this part and update it. It is the same as the routine section. It doesn't have any difference. You can only add and delete in this one. So now we're going to talk about the development part here, and in the first section we're going to talk about the front end. So we used Tkinter as our coding language, where we designed everything: the buttons, the text, the entry system. Everything on the screen is made from Tkinter, and pictures and other designs were made from Canva and Figma. I'm going to add that later. So now I'm going to talk about the development part of our project, school management system, and in the first section I'm going to talk about front end here. So we used Python as our programming language, and the entire project was coded in Visual Studio Code. As you can see here, we imported libraries from Tkinter and used them to create the window of our project here, and all the functions, the buttons, the labels. And for this and for the pictures we used Canva and Figma. We used the online free version of Canva and Figma to design, or you can say decorate, our windows. So now I'm going to talk about the backend here. So for backend we used SQLite for creating database. This is the registration window of our project, and here how it works. So in this function we create a connection to a database here, sys.db, give cursor to it, and we create a table here called teacher, having these headings: full name, email, username, password, and confirm password. So what this code does here is, this code here fills the entries or the headings in the SQLite database here. So I'll just run this code and show you how it actually works here. So you see these entries over here, these 5 entries and these buttons. So these entries, once they are filled here, it gets stored up in the SQLite database, or you can say the table here, in the table there. So these entry boxes fills these gaps over here. And once the data is filled, it will lead us to the login page. So let's move on to the next one. I'm going to show you the profile system over here. So in this code, we establish a connection to the sys.db database, and you select a certain number of, a certain entry, or you can say data, or a row in the database, and view it in our tree view, our table tree view table. I'll run it as well and show you. So this page here views the data of a student: his name, his or her name, address, gender, and contact. Currently this data is empty, so I'm going to add data here. Address, let's just take anything as a reference. management. You can see the data that we just imported is present here. So you can add and update, you can update or delete the data you can see on the TV from here. So when you set the roll number of the student, you can view the data and update it as well. You can see the data is updated. So I'll move on to the next one. So I'm going to show you the attendance system here. So the code present here does the same thing. It establishes a connection to the existing database, creates a table having headings or entry points like these, and inserts them using the entries present in the front-end system and show them in the preview table over here. Basically all the codes are similar. Same for routine as well. You add entries here, update them or delete them. For the routine as well. For the routine, we have actually for the result we have actually made a small table, and from where you can display records or delete them. The routine as well.